Good afternoon. This is Jim Howard, Superintendent for Hoxie Schools. As I mentioned yesterday in my message on Facebook, we won't be doing Facebook Lives throughout the summer, but I did want to give um, this community update. So I'll start with some of just our school events. We are still taking any interested people for summer school. With the COVID restrictions now being lifted, we will go ahead and still be open to walk-ins, but we would really prefer that you fill out those forms. Also, on Monday, June 8th, the summer school staff will be meeting and they will send notifications to students. We're going to run more schedules so those who might not want to just come for the entire 4 hours could potentially say, hey, third grade's doing math from 8 to 9, and that might just be what you want to see, or we're going to have music and art, some other electives like that as well. So that might give you some more options if you didn't want your student here 4 hours a day, 4 days a week for 6 weeks. So again, we have a lot of great people, and we will reach out to you on June 8th, open to all. Please come join us for summer school. Another thing for the school, June 1st was the start of our conditioning. Excellent attendance. Keep up the good work. Students and parents pushing them in there. They're working their tails off, and it's really good just to see the kids back and being active. Another positive will be June 5th. The pool will open. So all these hot days, I'm sure those kids are just excited to get to the pool. So I want to make sure that at this time that we thank our local county and health officials and local boards, because these are now local decisions. The local decision to move forward was one that that was made in part with several people, but in the end, they wanted to give residents the opportunity to make their own choice as far as how Sheridan County opened. So that's the school news. I want to go ahead, and I've had several conversations and a few um, phone calls, things like that, about what school is going to look like in August. I wanted to wait until after our state meeting. We have a weekly meeting with all superintendents, with Dr. Watson and state and sometimes federal health people, and basically that just gives us a rundown of where we're at week by week. Many of you probably know that the legislation has been back in session. About a couple weeks ago, they had an emergency session where they effectively took some of the executive authority away from Governor Kelly and put it back to the counties. Thus, the reason why counties were able to make their own decisions, and it also took out most of the legalities. So now it's just recommendations. These guidelines are just guidelines. There's no civil penalties or anything like that behind them. To that end, I specifically asked the question because I've been asked, to dispel some of the rumors. The decision to open schools as of now is local, and it's as of right now, Hoxie Schools is going to open on time, and we're going to open the how we published on our one page calendar. I'll actually probably attach the one page calendar to this message. So we plan on opening. If it's a local decision, that's going to be the decision we follow. Obviously, we're going to use common sense if there are several more cases over the summer, or if we have some sort of a health crisis, then we will pivot and we'll make other decisions. But our ultimate goal is to start school on time and as any normal fall. So a lot of people have heard that schools are already closed and that they'd heard that it was a local decision that we weren't going to open. As it stands right now, locally, we are going to open school on schedule and on time. Well, we're going to have extra precautions and we're going to be very mindful and allow people that if they're still uncomfortable to still have other options as far as digital. But our hope is that everyone will be able to come face to face, and that is our goal: is to open school. If it changes today, the legislation is still meeting. They'll probably finish up today or tomorrow. They don't feel there's going to be any major changes as far as who makes these final decisions, but we could still be in a situation where, come August, that the state or the state board they would ultimately could overrule the local decision. But we're really fighting to make sure we keep the final decision in the local hands. So just to recap that, as of right now, Sheridan County gets to decide what we do for Hoxie schools, and we are going to open school as normal. And so this summer is a great opportunity for some of those kids in summer school, kind of going back to my initial conversation. for those who missed some of that last 9 weeks, this gives them an opportunity to maybe get some more information face to face that they might have missed, and also gives them a little bit of pre experience in school closer to the start of school. That's why we changed the dates to end at the end uh, of July. That way they have a couple weeks before school and they're kind of in school mode. So I appreciate everybody's flexibility. You've been wonderfully accommodating, and I just want everyone to know that we will open school unless something changes, and I'll communicate immediately if there's a change. You'll know from a video or some sort of communication if something changes. But I'm about 95% confident that we will be opening the school on time, and that's what we're going to plan for, and we'll adjust if needed. So again, thank you for everything, and enjoy your weekend, and get out and enjoy some of this warm weather. And we will see you at summer school, and then we will also see you when school starts in August. Thank you.